5, 6, 7. I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I asked you twice and begged you pretty please, she'd have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied the knot, his heart wasn't in it, he just stole a kiss as he rode away. Never hung his hat up at Katie's place. I should have been a cowboy, I should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Whoa, I should have been a cowboy. I might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for the Texas Rangers. Go ask, young man, haven't you been told California's full of whiskey, women and gold, sleeping out all night beneath the desert stars, with a dream in my eye and a prayer in my heart. I should have been a cowboy, I should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Whoa, I should have been a cowboy. I should have been a cowboy, I should have learned the rope and ride, I'd be wearing my 6-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Whoa, I should have been a cowboy. Yeah, I should have been a cowboy. I should have been a cowboy. That was I Should Have Been a Cowboy by Toby Keith, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial covering everything I just played. And at the very end, I'll do a slow motion, close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own free tutorial and play along just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now, confession here, I'm not actually much of a cowboy. But I do have a personal connection to this song. My grandmother grew up virtually next door, which by western Nebraska standards is a mile or two away from Glen Randall, who in fact trained horses for both Gene and Roy. That's right, both Champion and Trigger, several Triggers and dozens of horse tricks trained by Glen Randall, as well as 40 horses for Ben-Hur, and also he trained the Black Stallion. So quite a guy, Glen Randall. Check him out. Okay, but now we're on to Toby Keith. There's a few different sections of this song, three distinct sections really. The intro, the verses, and then the chorus, which goes on into an interlude and a second chorus and an outro, whatever. But so I'm going to do them successively, that is to say in chronological order, but realize if you're a beginner's beginner and you're just not up to anything fancy, you could play it the same way throughout all of it. In fact, you could play the simplest version. It won't have the panache that I'm going to show you, but the simplest version would be to play it like the chorus, that is to say simply a 4/4 strum. Have to worry about any pauses. You can play that through the entire song and it'll work. It really truly will. Now I'm going to show you some more panache. Okay, the intro, I started out with arpeggios only on the low 3 strings. And yes, I'm playing a low G ukulele. My dog has fleas. If you have a high G ukulele, my dog has fleas, I would play it the same way. That is to say, I have a high G. I have several high G ukuleles. I would play them the same way as I'm doing here. Because the low strings make you hear this. That's what I wanted to hear. The first half of the intro, that's what I wanted to hear. So here's how I played that. I'm only plucking. I am plucking these, not strumming them. I don't have the control to be able to strum and stop at the 4th string every time, or the 1st string from the floor. That's usually how I count, from the floor. But so plucking. I'm plucking. I'm using 3 fingers, because that's all I need. I'm only plucking 3 strings. I'm using my strong 3 fingers on those 3 strings. That's what I'm doing. All 3. They've got this strong percussion going in there. It actually starts with a percussive beat. That's why I counted in 5, 6, 7. That's it. So I'm plucking all 3. And then the low 2. Snap. And the rhythm, I called it 3-3-2 because it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, right? That's the idea. Then you keep the same rhythm except the strum has a chuck in there, right? Chucking is when you've got the chord formed, but you, generally speaking, with your right hand, you have all your fingernails go across the strings, but you hit the strings so fast with the palm of your hand. See? You hit it so fast with the palm of your hand that you can't even hear the chord. It's a percussive sound instead. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 chuck up. 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 That's the idea. Now, as far as that rhythm goes, though, you notice already I started with the rhythm of the verse, that 3-3-2. Remember, that's not the same as I did what I just told you. If you're a beginner's beginner and you can't handle anything fancy at all, then you can play it in a standard 4/4 like this. But the verses aren't actually quite like that. It's 3-3-2. So it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. Actually, with the chuck in there. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. The important part about that is every single D in the verses and the intro. Every single D is an upstroke. So 1 2 3. Right? 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Every time you switch to a D in the verses, it's on an up strum. And that's it for the verse. The verse is exactly the same as the second half of the intro. I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? That's it. And then the chorus changes to a simpler thing, which is nice because it's 2/3 of the song, and you get a break. It's easier. You don't have to think as hard about it. It's just, I should have been a cowboy. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. That's it. And the only other special style point I'll tell you about, at the end of the first chorus, first only, it's, well, I should have been a cowboy. Right? That's a D, but if you do the D in the second position like that, then you hear it go, and that's kind of the melody that you hear in the song. So that's what I wanted to do. Right? And that's pretty much it. In the chorus, I try really hard to get songs on one sheet, one page if I can, because I just hate having to, turn pages in the middle of the song while I'm reading the song sheet. So in this chorus, there is in like dark blue italics, you can see some like alternate wording, and the idea is the first chorus. This is how Toby Keith does it. In the first chorus, he says he'll steal the young girls' hearts. Does that the first and the second. And in the last chorus, he says, stealing a young girl's heart. All right? Also, the line about the six-shooters, the last chorus, he says, I'd be wearing my six-shooter, riding my pony in a cattle drive. That's pretty much it. All right, now I'm not going to talk at you anymore. I'm going to do a slow-motion, close-up play-along, and I'm going to play from the intro, clear through the end of the first chorus, because after that the song just repeats. But you can follow along with every single chord transition I make if you like, and I'm going to leave my right hand in view as well, so that you can see how I'm, when I'm changing chords, it'll be more and more obvious that it's, the D's on the upstroke at that point, like that. Okay, here we go now. Intro, slow motion. 5, 6, 7. I screwed up. I bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me if I asked you twice and begged you pretty please? She'd have said yes in a New York minute. They never tied the knot. His heart wasn't in it. He just stole a kiss as he rode away. He never hung his head up. Stay there now, no more chucking. At Kitty's place. I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope and ride, wearing my six-shooter, riding my pony on a cattle drive, stealing the young girls' hearts, just like Jean and Roy, singing those campfire songs. Whoa, I should have been a cowboy. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.